Well, hello, folks. Good evening, Kaimega and Konshu. It is Wednesday. It is time for ranking of the Shmups. Oh yeah, speaking of a lot of light. There we go. Is that again? All right. Okay. So our list currently, we have, again, we've got 41 games on the list so far, all the way up from Battlemania Daiginjo down to Xenon 2 Mega Blast, the first game to fall out of the top 40. And I'm starting to run out of titles to play here. Still got a few more to go, but it really depends on the criteria. We can add more, take some away. But today we're playing a game called Eliminate Down, and I truly don't know a whole lot about this one. But at any rate, let's just hop on over and not waste too much time. Look, okay. Normal, easy, hard. Okay, we'll start on normal. 5. These are all default settings. Rapid on. Minigame. I did try the minigame earlier. It's really nothing special. So let's just jump on in. Okay, so this kind of has similar design to Hellfire, in that you can switch between weapon types, and they're kind of directional in nature. And I think we already fought this guy in Biohazard Battle. Yeah, so 2 buttons for weapon switch, 1 button to shoot. Ship speed. Oh, and that's nice. So we'll leave it here. So you can pause to change the ship's... I appreciate that. Not having to do that in real time is pretty helpful. Okay, I think we leveled up our guns. Alright, and it applies to all of them. Well, they do seem to have made some player-friendly considerations here. We got some scrolls. we go. See, that guy was down, so we were forced to eliminate him. And so it seems like a key thing that you have to remember here is that to go from the forward shot to the rear shot is 2 button presses. And then to go back to forward shot is just 1 button press. Instant respawn, always nice and convenient. And it looks like we only lost 1 weapon level from getting killed. Okay, unfortunately now we are in fact back to back to weapon level 1. Ah, 9 credits. Game seems really into the idea of making you dodge small projectiles while boxed in with big lasers. Or things of that nature, anyway. Okay, so here's where things started to get real busy. much for focusing on the rear shot to get a step ahead of them. Okay, whatever those are, they left me alone. I'm not getting a lot of feedback on this guy. Kind of saw that coming. Okay, that was risky. Don't do that again. Alright. Might actually be safer to stay a little closer to him. There we go. Alright, not sure what the story is with that guy, but those things, but... Not sure how to get through here. No. Aside from sacrifice some health. And then sacrifice some more. And then sacrifice even more health than that. Okay. I'm gonna have to come up with a good plan B for that section. And those hit flashes could probably stand to be toned down a little. What? Was I... Well, at least this guy isn't too tough. Kinda half expected him to destroy me just for having the audacity of saying he's not too tough. And I really don't know what the story is with these guys. All I know is those little orange bullets are homing, so you gotta watch... Oh, one of them died. Okay. And the other one's just Gonna leave. Maybe he stops shooting if I stop no, he's still shooting. Nope, no idea. No idea whatsoever. Alright. There's still just a lot of hit flash. What? I like this boss more in concept than execution. It's like kind of the process of taking him down is pretty clever. Alright, those things are coming out of his mouth now. Round 3 start. Whoop. I'll have to check the tapes, but I think that missile fired at me before I had control of my ship. And game over. Well, this ramped up pretty fast. Yeah, that... He fired that missile before I was in control of the ship. That is a fast missile. One more, then I bump it down to easy. Not a lot of slowdown. There's kind of a lot going on. Its frame rate's holding. You can speed up the countdown. Some of these games don't let you do that, and it gets a little annoying. But yeah, let's just bump it down. Then we can pretend I'm good at games. Okay, so I guess E is that little thin laser thing? Okay, that went a little easier. Yeah, okay, so the little thin laser has piercing. Can it do something about these guns? Oh, those guns can be taken out. Okay, okay. I'm not sure that was an improvement. What about this thing? It's a bit of an odd-looking weapon. Looks a bit like it was brought to you by the letter N. Yeah, retaining power-ups is a pretty clear game changer here. Oop. Yeah, and it is a considerable game changer here. Now we're back to level 1. And I'm back to being crushed by everything in sight. Oh, okay, yeah, did a little better on... The game was a little easier when you play it on easy. Contain your surprise. Now the big question. When we go back to default guns... Okay, yeah, so these things just have less health on easy. Went a little quicker that time. Yeah, let's just start over. That was a lot of lives lost real quick. Yeah, it's the same thing, like having weapon level 2 right here, I mean, it completely changes the fight, because otherwise, like, you just don't have the firepower necessary to repel that, like, volley of missiles that he throws at you. And it looks like these things are taking damage, but... they seem to leave the screen before I can finish them off. Again, now there's just enough of these power-ups that if we don't miss any... whoop, okay. It's probably possible to take this thing out. There we go. Yeah, and the hit flashes on this thing seem really inconsistent. Like, sometimes they are painfully intense, and then other times it just seems like there aren't any. I feel like you don't always have a clear indication of what parts of the boss can and can't be damaged. And I would say that, so far, is like the biggest mark against this game, is just not great visual feedback. Are those things gonna snap shut? Okay, now you just gotta shoot them. Let's just fly right into this big mouth-looking thing. Am I damaging this guy? Okay, that was a thing. There's probably a strategy in here somewhere where you deliberately avoid certain power-ups so that you have almost enough for a level up later, and then use it when it's more advantageous to do so. Okay, yeah, so you need to kind of coax these guys out. There we go. Now, what part of them do I shoot? Is this the trick? Get right in there. Okay. I had a feeling these things weren't to be trusted. You look out, that guy knows karate. Okay, I'll show you the minigame, but I promise you won't be impressed. So we go into the options screen. Yeah, we handle this, and it's down here is minigame. Start, exit. Are you ready? And so when these things spin, you have to very quickly move the cursor over them and hit the A button, and then it says bomb. And you get a point. And this is the minigame. I don't know what the timing is on it. Sometimes it just doesn't seem to work. And other times it works very consistently. Okay, Mega, I eliminated about as much down as I can. And, yeah. Yeah, so let's just hop out of this and hop over to this and mute that. Because now we have to ask the question, where does it rank? And part of me wants to be hard on this game, but I don't know, it's got some stuff going for it. The boss designs were, I mean, they're both visually really interesting and also like just really involved. Like there were phases and then there were separate targets, and again, the thing that kind of annoys me about it is really just it was kind of inconsistent in terms of like visual feedback. And that I would get stuck in these moments where like, you know, I just didn't realize that I was doing damage to this particular turret, or I didn't realize that this was the weak spot on this particular enemy, or yeah, and so it's the sort of thing, like with a lot of these games, you sort of learn it with repeat plays, and it kind of, it's not so bad once you know it. It just really feels like in this particular instance, like they could have done a better job communicating. That is the word I keep coming back to here, is communicate. It doesn't communicate what it needs to. And they do try to make all three firing modes useful. I don't think they do as good a job of it as Hellfire, which is kind of the point of comparison. I think even the Wikipedia page compared this game to Hellfire. And so it's above the curse line for sure, but I think it falls somewhere below Hellfire. But not too much below it. Like, we're looking in this region, I think. I would say, yeah, it's definitely better than Slap Fight, better than Fire Mustang. Again, as much as I like that game. Better than Thunder Force 2. I prefer Super Fantasy Zone, but I don't know. Let's look at it from the other direction. So, yeah, it's not as good as Sagaya. It's not as good as Gaia-Rez. It's got a few things in common with Biohazard Battle. There's the one enemy, the one mid-boss on stage 1 looked like it was an enemy right out of Biohazard Battle. Yeah, because it's not as good as Hellfire in that one particular feature. Hellfire implements its multiple firing modes a little better, but I think I think this does have a little more going for it overall. Task Force Harrier, Vapor Trail, Fire Shark, but not Troubleshooter. It's going to be our new number 17. And, controller almost fell down. So how much down do we eliminate? 17. It's the official count. And with that taken care of, just want to say, of course, thanks to everybody for coming by. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. And thanks for, as always, enjoying the shmups. That's a pretty critical part of this experience. I'm not seeing Ben online just yet, so just gonna raid his channel manually here. Okay. And so I don't think he's online just yet, but he will be very soon. We'll be watching Ben. I believe he's going to be... I don't know what he's going to be playing. We might still be playing some more of that Kitsune Tales. He was very close to finishing it last time. I will, of course, be back tomorrow with some more live improvised music, and I will be back again on Saturday night with some music production. And in the meantime, thank you again for coming by, and I do hope to see you next time.